I'm going to get back to sanding. Sandy Sanderson back in the house. Guys, if you don't know, you want to wipe off the slurry if it dries and you don't want to do it dry. If you don't, you could grind that right down into clear and you're going to be chasing scratches. I try to keep it somewhat clean as I go, but it's not always possible. You know, this stuff does dry on you. All right. Well, let's get busy. What do you say? It's Friday morning, May 30th. Can you believe that this month has gone by so extremely fast? Yeah, it's like gone. The month of May is gone. That quick. June is right around the corner. My show is closing in fast. I think I got 15 days left and I haven't touched my truck all week. Yeah. Oh well, let's get busy. We gotta make money here. We gotta make money. Life is a funny thing. You can hang out with the right people and learn something. You can hang out with the wrong people and learn something. Two outcomes generally ain't the same. But if you hang out with the wrong people and you pay attention to why they're the wrong people, that outcome could be good. If you hang out with the right people and you don't pay attention to how or why they're the right people, that outcome could be just as bad as hanging out with the wrong people and not push. You know, I love the saying, what goes in comes out. I like to get back on there. I like to put things into my head that's going to make me better. I am not perfect by no means. So I'm always wanting to learn. I want to better my life. So I watch things or do things that is going to help that. Remember that. What goes in comes out. The people you spend your time with needs to benefit you. I'm not saying being selfish or nothing like that. I'm saying if you spend time with people with knowledge, you're going to gain that knowledge. If you spend time with people that want to hang out and do drugs and go rob banks and all that stuff, chances are you're going to do the same thing. The choice is yours, you know. You need to make that decision. Nobody can do that for you. Nobody can tell you how to live your life. You got to have the drive to live the life that you want. If you just want to hang out and party and wake up in the gutters and stuff like that, well, that's your choice. You have a choice to do what you want. Am I saying it's right? Nope. Nope. I'll never do that. I'll never say that's right. If you're not happy where you're at, you need to sit back and look and see why you're not happy. And make a change. A lot of people will see why they're not happy and not do anything to make it better. You know, several years ago, I was in a very bad place. I finally broke down. Where I couldn't do anything. Mentally or physically. I didn't want to do anything. I wasn't happy with my job. I wasn't happy with having bills. It always seemed like everything was getting deeper and deeper and deeper. The stresses, the financial strains, the people I thought was good wasn't. The career that could have been good, but they had poor management. I finally gave up and I wanted better. You know what? I might not have all the money in the world. Some months is a struggle. But I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't trade this life for anything now. I get up every morning and strive to be that much better than the day before. Some days it's a struggle because, you know, it is life. It is life. But I've given my life to the Lord, and whatever He sees fit, whatever He sees fit for my life, I'm happy with. And I'll tell you, He has brought me from some very, very bad situations. And I learned from those situations. Everything in this world happens for a reason. How you handle it is up to you. Me, I wake up every day and I give everything in my life to the Lord. I thank the Lord for waking me up, for giving me the ability to do what I get to do. I mean, come on. I'm in my mid-50s, and the Lord lets me play with cars all day. Do I want to be wealthy and everything like that? Well, of course, I'm wealthy. I'm healthy. I got a great family. I've got a bunch of supporters on my side. Wealth is not always about money, but money does help. It does. I'm not gonna lie. But if you rely on the Lord to provide all that you need, money's one of them. And I'm here to tell you, God always provides. There's been times when I've been eating crackers at Burger King because I didn't have the money to buy a burger. And go in there and get a cup of ice water and walk past the crackers and grab a handful of crackers because I was hungry. The Lord provides every day. Every day. Sometimes you might not feel it immediately. Sometimes you might not see it. But I'm telling you right now, if you give your life to the Lord, you're going to see a world of difference in everything you do. You're not going to want to hang out with the people that you used to hang out with. You're not going to want that in your life because you see better. You see where your life could go. Once you see the blessings and grace that the Lord will bring to you, you're not going to want that old life. You're not going to want nothing to do with it. I got about one more month and it will be 11 years since I started this company. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of stress. Even though I know God's in control, I am human and I do still stress. But I'll tell you right now, every time I thought there was an end, God provided. Before I got this building here, I was in a very, very low spot. My landlord, which I'm not going into that, but my landlord listed the building I was renting, which, by the way, was not supposed to be a rent, Chris. He come in and said, I listed the building for sale. About once a month, somebody would come through looking at it and stuff like that. And of course, it always hindered me in the middle of my jobs. where I'm trying to make money to pay the payments and stuff. Well, it come down to where when I found this building, God positioned it to where that building sold at the same time I got this building. If I hadn't have got this building, I would be out of business right now. I'm telling you, God's timing is perfect. We might not like it at the time, but God's timing is perfect all the way through. See, it's starting to dry up, so you gotta wash the slurry. I'm not gonna be lying to you. There's been many times where I've felt like giving up, but I couldn't do it. A little small voice inside of me kept saying, no, keep pushing. Keep pushing. You know what? That little voice was the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit pushed me. Keep going. Push. Victory's around the corner. Victory's on the horizon. I want everybody watching my videos to succeed. I want everybody to grow. You know what? I'm in competition with nobody. Competition's when you're against people that do the same thing you do. I'm not against none of you. I want you all to succeed. I want you all to get better. I want to get better. I want to hang with people that are better than me so I can learn. I want to provide for my family the way a guy is supposed to provide for his family. I want to help my neighbor doing the same thing I'm doing to be successful. I jumped up the sandpaper a bit. It just wasn't cutting it quick enough for me. I have 5 coats of clear on this thing, and they're heavy coats, so I wanted to speed up the process. It was taking too long. That's right. Even this area would be better up on the hoist. It would be nice if I had a undercar hoist, you know, the little ones that, I don't know what you call them, the ones you slide up underneath, especially for the paint booth. It would be awesome to have one underneath here. When I'm painting, I could raise it up to get underneath easier. I could lower it down to get on the top easier. A little bit more right in this section. If you notice how I hold my block, I'm using my fingers as a guide. I'm not letting that sandpaper come down into that corner because you're going to put a groove right there. When you're sanding, you're taking material away. I'm using my finger to keep me off of that corner. If I do go on the corner, I let that paper go all the way around. But I don't want to cut that corner with 800 grit sandpaper. That corner is going to be a royal pain if you get a deep gouges in it. Personally, the less work, the better. I honestly wish I'd have got this thing to lay out a little bit better, but hey, it is what it is. I ain't got a perfect environment. You know what I mean, Vern? I don't have a $50,000 or $100,000 paint booth. If I had that, I'd have to hire somebody that knew how to run it. If I hired somebody to run it, that means I was making more money. I'm gonna call that fine as frog hair. All right, I'm gonna drop back to the quarter panel here. And then I'll come back with the 1500 grit. All right guys, I just got off my live. I'm waiting on my daughter to get off work. We're gonna go pick her up and we're gonna go out to eat. I cut off of showing the 800 grit. I just wanted to get that done, and I decided to go ahead and go live on that. That's 2 days in a row I went live. I'm kind of liking doing the lives during the day. What do you guys think? Think I ought to just keep doing lives during the day too? It does kind of motivate me. Keeps me moving. I've already sanded the whole car from the belt line up with 800 grit. I did that on the live. Now I'm coming back with 1500 grit to cut those scratches down. I'm gonna get it closer with the 1500 grit. Once I get that, I'm gonna jump up to 2000 grit, and that's gonna speed it up quite a bit. Now every grit I do should take a little bit less time. Should take just that much less time to sand. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me going live every day. I can't guarantee it'll be every day, but some jobs I just ain't gonna go live on. You gotta understand that. There's some jobs I do that don't even get video. It just depends on the job, the customer, you know, that stuff. But if I can go live, I might start doing that. Chances are it'll be a couple hours at a pop too. You can feel when those scratches start lifting. And that paper starts to glide. Get smooth. I'm gonna start changing some stuff around here. I gotta start making it a little bit better. I've been on the low end lately. I gotta get this going. Gotta get it going, guys. Can't believe I sanded this with 800 grit. I have never sanded a vehicle 800 grit after I sprayed the clear. It did help. It helped a bunch because I did a test up there on the fender, a small area. After I did the 800 grit, I went through and I sanded just like I'm doing right here with the 15. And then I come back with 2000. And then I hit it with 3000 on the DA, and oh my goodness, it cut the time down like you wouldn't believe. Go. All right. Slide on down the line. Get a little farther down the line. Gotta have drive, guys. Gotta have it burning in your gut. To be better. Tired of being in the same place. That gets old real quick. Being in the same place gets stagnant. I don't want to be stagnant. Even though I lifted this thing up on blocks, it's still too low. Adam, why'd you lower it so much? I gotta wipe this down. I gotta answer that message here. I'll be back.
I just went and got my belly full, guys. Whew. It's kind of a late lunch, but it's 4:30 already. I was supposed to be working on mine right now, but that's okay. This has got to be done too, right? Squeegee's a little noisy today. Slide to the right. Yeah, that means you too. Come on now. That hurt. Cracked my neck. up here. I just got a little bit on the fender to do. Gotta get in that pocket right there. I gotta double check these jams here, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's all good. You know, nothing's never perfect. Nothing's never perfect, but I'm like 95% sure that I'm at a good spot. Setting that brow off, man, it was a lot of work, but it's gonna turn out really, really nice on that. That's the only thing about sanding, man. The only thing about sanding. That shit gets everywhere, boys and girls. I need to get me another cart. But yeah, so I need to come in here and, like, a lot of this stuff be seam sealed. Like, I'll run seam sealer. I'll run 2K seam sealer all the way around this perimeter before I do this. Before I do the sealer, I will come around here with 2K seam sealer, and I will go around and get a tack on there. So good. Yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming. But that's that. Like I say, the rotisserie, the bed's good. I mean, the bed good. I mean, it's just got shit in it. It's already been bed lined. I'm pressure wash it really, really good. Probably wash it with some Ajax. Get me a tractor trailer tire brush, and I'll wash it really, really, really good. The bottom of it's already been bed lined. I mean, it's all been bed lined. I mean, it's all done. Just water sand the whole bed one more time. Degrease it really, really good. Put it on the rotisserie, and what I'll probably do is I'll take, these bolts was not supposed to rust, but they rusted. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'll take this off and paint this off the truck, because I need to get down in here and paint, but this will be painted off, right? So I'll paint it separate, and then what I'll do is I'll find me some stainless steel or some anodized bolts, because these are not supposed to rust, and they rusted. But that's a roll pan. This is metal. That's metal. It's not fiberglass, it's metal. I made that. It actually fits. I gotta do a little bit right there. See, the body line fits, and I got it where it's adjustable on the inside. So I made this roll pan. It was a pain in the ass, but I made it. I didn't want to fiberglass it. This is metal. So, like I said, this bed, it's a brand new bed. All the bed panels are new from Automail Direct. So that's that. Like I said, everything's been bed lined already. All up underneath, everything's been bed lined. So it's solid, protected. But what I'll do is I'll put this thing on the rotisserie. Let me pull this thing out. I made this cart, it's adjustable. So, see, it's already. So what I'll do is I'll sand this, but I'll put this on the rotisserie. By putting it on the rotisserie, I can rotate it on its side, and I can paint the bottom black, and then I can come around to the other side, paint inside the bed black, and then roll it back over flat, paint the bed side, paint the headboard, paint the other bed side, and paint where the tailgate pocket goes. Alright? Then after I get all the color on it, rotate it back over to the side, clear the bottom, put 3 coats of clear on the bottom, put 3 coats of clear inside the bed, rotate this heifer back over, put 3 coats of clear on this side, 3 coats of clear on the back, 3 coats of clear on the back. and then that will be done. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. So that will be done, and once that's done, after it's dry for a few days in the booth, then I can roll it out, and then it can go outside and sit in the sun and bake in the sun, and then in and out. And then once that's done, like I said, I can put the cab on, or I can put, do the doors, set the doors on the cab. Once the doors are on the cab, tape up all this, tape up the door jambs, tape all this up with Gorilla Tape, tape this up with paper, tape the door jambs up, so the truck, look, the sun's coming back out. So the cab will be in the booth with the doors on it, and then what I can do is get my scaffolding stuff, run a scaffolding across the back where I can get up on it and paint the whole cab, door jambs, the cab jambs, the door jambs, and the door. Paint it all at one time. And then the doors will be open. The doors will be on the truck where I can open the doors. So the door will be sitting out like this, and my booth's big enough where I can have it where the door's open, and then I can paint the whole cab, paint the door jambs or the cab jambs, paint the bottom of the door, paint the top of the door, paint the back side of the door, paint everything. One hit, and then come back, and then I can clear everything. I can clear everything in one hit, and the truck will be sitting there with the doors open, and it'll be fine in the booth. And then when it's done, then I can put the billet latches in. I got billet latches. Then I can put the billet latches in, and then I can shut the door, and the door will shut. So that's how I do it. I try to paint it all together at one time. Because if you've ever tried to set doors after they were painted,
It sucks.
You're gonna chip something, you're gonna break something, you're gonna scratch something.
Especially by yourself.
And you're gonna make a mistake. I do it, and if anybody tells you they don't, they're a liar. And tell them that JZ said they full of shit at the Christmas turkey. Because I scratch stuff, it don't matter how much tape you put on stuff, it don't matter how many pool noodles you put on it.
Exactly.
Something's gonna happen, and something's gonna get scratched. It's gonna happen. So if the doors are already on the truck and they are where they supposed to be in primer. So if I go to shut the door and the door's where it's at in primer, the only thing I gotta do is take the billet latch back out, mark it where it goes, like drill a pilot hole where it goes, or a locating pin, and then take it out, paint the cab, paint the doors, paint everything together. And once it's all done, you gotta get a plan together. Once it's all done and it's dry and cured, I can take the billet door latch, put it right back to where it goes, put the bolts in it, lickety split, she's good to go, grab the door and go to the door and go click her. We're supposed to be. And you don't have to worry about it. So if I limit the time to put the hinges on and getting all that stuff on, and the only thing I can do is put this on with this 4 7/16 bolt, I'm gonna use this all day than trying to struggle with all that. I've never used that, but boys and girls, I've been on here 73 minutes. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm gonna go find me something to eat, and I appreciate every single one.
Hey Lewis, how you doing, buddy? Now I don't even know what time it is. I left for about an hour to go eat. Can you guess what I ate? You're not going to tell me? Hey, somebody knows me. I'm so glad I dropped this down to 800 grit. Man, I'll tell you what. It has made the 1500 and the 2000 cut like glass. Right now I'm getting the whole car at 1500 except for where I test fit it over there. And I'm gonna let it set, let it flat gas out, flash off, whatever you want to call. But yeah, that has really helped putting that extra clear on there so I can go coarser on the sandpaper. It cut it flat 3 times as fast as we was doing yesterday, because I did the whole car today with 800. I've already done the whole passenger side with 1500, so that tells you how much time it's saved. Hey, if I'm late to my premiere tonight, everybody can blame Adam. Thank you, I appreciate that. The clear coat is at 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern. I hope I'm in there for my own premiere. Hi, Eric. And that chat's jumping all over the place. That was kind of trippy. It is already clear coded. That video is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Wow, what kind of restaurant's that? That better be some fancy thing. That's awesome. I seen that text. I don't know if I responded to it or not. I had people here during it. Yeah, I bet you are excited. I don't get sponsors. At least not yet. Hopefully I do. That'd be nice. I got the number to call Harbor Freight, but I was told they don't like to do it. I've never had Lucky's Steakhouse. I don't even think we have one around here. I know Texas Roadhouse ain't all that great anymore. I don't think they wash their salad or their lettuce before they make a salad out of it. That's right. How you doing, Vic? Lord knows I've gone through enough of it. And Trizac and Norton. I go through enough sandpaper, that's for darn sure. You getting to where you're going to start coming into chat again, Vic? Guys are getting tired of not being able to pick on you. guess I'll slide to the right. Everybody seems to like the lives, but I'll tell you, like right now I've got it set on horizontal, and I don't know how long I've been on here now, but when I set it to vertical, this is going to tell you the difference between a vertical live and a horizontal live. On a vertical live, YouTube pushes the daylights out of it. Normally within 15 minutes, I'll have 60 to 80 people in here. The horizontal, how many's in here? That blew my mind. I even got a super chat. That was awesome. That surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. Much appreciated. So I think, awesome, thank you. I think I'm going to start doing a live. I'm going to try to do it every day. Awesome, I appreciate it. Even if it's not all that long. Now that's depending on what I'm doing, where I'm at on a job, whether it can be shown yet, or depending on the customer, whether they want their vehicles even on it. I have to respect my customers' wishes. But I do think that's the ticket. And I actually get to talk to you guys instead of having to use my bifocals on the phone at night, you know. I'm still gonna do my premieres though. The Snowman Cruise is where it's at. That's my family. Tell you what. I'm definitely getting my cardio doing this. When we went to lunch, we picked my daughter up from work. Hey KG, how you doing, buddy? Have a good one, Lewis. Enjoy your steak. Oh, I can tell, buddy. I can tell it wore you out. But at lunch, we're sitting there eating. Tylee worked this morning. She picked her phone up and looked at her health thing. And she said, I've done 2,200 steps today. I picked my phone up. I was at 5,900 and something. And that was at lunchtime. I think I burned 290 calories. Who needs a gym? Oh yeah, I could smell it last night. It was coming down. They showed the jet stream coming down through Illinois, Indiana, and then turned due east right across to us. I walked out about 9 o'clock last night. It looked like fall. Smelled horrible. It wasn't so bad this morning, but it was still there. Hopefully you guys are out of the danger zone. I don't watch the news either, but I do have a lot of Canadian friends that message me and text me. There's some pretty good fires up there. Craig said as soon as the snow was gone, the fires popped up. No, it is base coat, clear coat. We have Lazaret on it. Sorry, I couldn't tell what it was saying. In between my bifocals and my regular glasses, you know. No, I very, very rarely use single stage. No, I'm not liking the way this one's coming out. Now, if it was a car lot deal, I have 3 coats of black base, 3 coats of red base, 4 coats of blue base, and then 5 heavy coats of Glazerite clear. Definitely enough material. All right, now let's see you fight me. I keep saying, fight me, but you won't win. I don't give up. All right, from here up, looks good. I think I'm gonna start right here and go all the way back just on the radius. I started out at 800, and I'm now at 1500. Yeah, I started out at 800. I'm at 1500 now, and then I'm going to drop it up to 2000. And depending on how it looks after 2000, if I think it needs more, I'll hit it with 3000 on the DA. I think it's gonna be finest frog hair. What time is it, guys? Ugh. I'll tell you right now, I'm tired. All right, guys, I'm calling that a wrap for the night. That's another long day. 800 grit all the way around from the belt line up to the body line. Then this side, 1500 all the way front to back. On the driver's side, I made it as far as the fender is 1500. The door from the center line up is 1500. I got to get the bottom of the door in that section there, and then it'll be ready to get on the lift so I can do that a little easier. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. It's Friday night, and I'm going to go kick back and watch some of my friends on YouTube and do my premiere, and I'm going to relax. Now tomorrow morning I'm going to work on the Blue Mule. All right, guys, till the next one, have a blessed evening.